resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans, or is it evening now?
It's evening now, Dave.
All right, good evening, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is David D. Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
Brian, how do you like the new studio?
I think it's great. It's nice and cozy, and we're coming to you live on Spreaker. This is our first time using the application like this, and yeah, it's kind of nifty.
Yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, we got bumped for Tulane Athletics because Fox Sports 1280 is the home of your Tulane sports ball, Brian.
Yeah, I realize.
Okay, just so you know, we're on a sports station, but we put the fantasy in fantasy football.
You're right.
All right, Brian. So let's lay out the show. We got Skungy's pick of the week today. We got some top nerd news.
Yeah.
And as always, we close out the show with
This Week in Geek History.
All right, now, as always, we strongly urge you to check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, or check out our website at twigradio.com. And, Brian, how can people listen to this show?
Well, where they're
Funny
listening,
you should ask.
Where they're listening right now, it's Spreaker.com. You can check out the Week in Geek radio show. And actually, something we forget to mention all the time, we do have a YouTube channel.
We do, don't we?
And this automatically publishes to the YouTube channel.
We should try to remember that next time we do a show.
We should. We're doing a show right now.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, well, we should put it in the show notes that we should do a show. So, all right, Brian. Well, you want to start off with Skungy's pick of the week?
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll do that if I can find it. There it is. Oh, dang it. All right, I'm sorry, guys. We're just trying to get used to this new studio here. Here we go.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Skungy's Pick of the Week.
He might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo!
So, hey, Skungy, what's shaking, bacon?
Nothing much. How you doing today on this fine, wonderful day right before the holidays?
I'm doing great. So, this is the day before the show airs, right? And I had to come track you down at the store because you are so busy, man. We're about, a week and a half away from Black Friday, right?
Yeah, just a week and a couple of days from the busiest retail shopping day of the year.
And are you excited? I mean, is it going to be cool?
You know what? There's going to be some cool stuff at where I work. There's going to be some pretty cool stuff that's going to be announced, and we're going to have some really good deals that you might want to, not only just for Black Friday, but for the whole week before Thanksgiving and whatnot. It's going to be some cool stuff. I can't go into specifics or anything, but you might want to check your local listings.
No, that's perfect, and we're definitely going to keep an eye peeled. So, all right, what is our pick of the week this week?
Oh, the pick of the week is Battlefront, Star Wars. It's finally here. Oh, you know what? Really, I don't want to be talking to you right now. I'd rather be at home playing Battlefront. It's actually made me put Fallout down for a couple of minutes.
I don't believe it.
It has, and let me tell you why. All right, now it's primarily a multiplayer game. So you have, your traditional multiplayer team versus, but there are so many different modes. There are like 8 or 9 different modes of different games, styles that you could play, from assault with protecting an AT-AT, or just your regular team assault, or a capture the flag type, or sky battles. There's all kinds of different modes to fit whatever kind of player you are. You can play as the Rebellion, or you can play as the Empire, which you would be stupid not to play as the Empire, because the Empire is where it's at. But you also have single-player missions as well. So you don't have to play online. You can play survival modes, where you go after waves and waves of enemies. Or you can play what's called the battle mode, which is you and a friend, if you want to, can play against AI and the Rebellion versus Empire. And they have hero battles as well.
So at its heart, this is a first-person shooter, right?
Actually, it's not. It's a first and third person shooter. So you can play both first person and third person on the fly, and it works perfectly in both modes. Now, Battlefront, as you remember, was originally a third person game. It wasn't first person. But DICE decided that since first person shooters are so well received, that is what they were going to do. They were going to move it to a third person and first person.
So, having played previous versions of Battlefront, I mean, what are some of the big differences between then and now?
Well, some of the big differences is that, number one, I mean, obviously you can have more people to a battle. There are 40-person battles, which are huge. You have now, this game is strictly original trilogy. No prequels here, all right? You're going to also have... the other thing that's really cool about it as to the other ones is that the online community is so much better now. It's so much bigger, so you're going to have a much more cohesive online experience. That being said, the content is a little bit limited to start. This is a caveat that I'm giving out because there's not necessarily, in my opinion, enough content to start. Now, there will be a season pass, all right? So the season pass will have 16 additional maps, 4 additional game modes, 4 additional heroes to play, because right now you can play 6 heroes. Luke, Leia, Han, Vader, Palpatine, and Boba Fett. And they'll have 4 more available later. But because of us living in that digital content world, it kind of sucks that they didn't put all of this out in because the original one had so many more planets and planets and battlefields and whatnot that you could play on. You feel very limited with only 4. All you have is Tatooine, Hoth, Endor, and Sullust, which the planet of Jakku will be added later. For those of you waiting for Episode 7, Planet of Jakku was a battle site that 1 year after the Battle of Endor, but that is a free download, so you'll have 5, but still, it's very limited content.
So, you mentioned a season pass. I mean, if there's limited content, right? I mean, not limited insofar as the gameplay. I know there's probably a lot of replayability, but, the limit for the amount of places you can go, when are we looking at getting new content available?
The first new content will be available in January of 2016.
All right, well, it's not too bad. I mean, it's right around the corner. So, which platforms?
It's on PS4, Xbox One, and the Dirty PC.
So, that brings up an important question. Is cross-platform available? Can I play my PC against you on your PS4?
Unfortunately, no. We still haven't gotten to that point yet. It's
all right.
Still a little ways off.
And that would be because all of us PC gamers would be making you console gamers cry, right?
Look, normally I'm all, console bound. But I will say this. I've seen Battlefront run on a PC with a 4K. And it literally brought tears to my eyes because it looked that good. There's no way that a console can stand up to that kind of power. If you have the ability and the disposable income is the more accurate word to say, to get a 4K monitor and run this on a high-end machine, it looks real.
No, that's great. That's good news. So, I guess the next question would be how much, and how much will the season pass be?
The game itself is $59.99. The season pass is $49.99. One cool thing about the season pass, though, is that when you buy the season pass, instead of buying the thing separately, you get all the content 2 weeks early.
Okay, all right. So this is the second in recent memory that I hear this kind of season pass model. Like Fallout 4 just dropped. It has a season pass. Is this a trend that you're seeing with games where instead of paying for individual DLC, we'll just get this kind of season pass model?
Season passes are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. This is the new way of video gaming. It's good and it's bad. It's good because you have more content for a game you love, like Fallout. You're going to love Fallout. You're going to play it. You want to play more of it. Fantastic. But do you want to spend an additional $50, almost a whole nother game for content that you're not even going to get for like months to come? So it's a caveat. Now, a lot of people, you can hold off on the season pass. A lot of people do until the first content comes out and they get some reviews on it and whatnot like that. But buying a season pass is a discount. You always get it at a discounted price, and you get that early access. So it's, it's checks and balances, but they're not going anywhere. Games will have season passes from here on out.
All right, well, Skungy, I sure appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to let you get back to all that preparation for the great deals and things that we're going to see next week. So we'll talk to you next week at some point.
Yeah, we'll talk to you on it would be next week, but next week's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, but we're going to record early.
Record early? Since when do you do that?
All right, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Skungy's fired.
You fired?
He's fired. I'm
Why?
firing him yet again.
Why?
Because he uttered the words that a PC looked prettier than the console.
Look, don't you realize?
Don't defend him.
No, I'm not. I'm defending the PCs, right? Like, for example, right, the mod functionality for Fallout 4 has not even dropped yet from Bethesda, and yet PC gamers are already modding Fallout 4. There's already a whole ton of mods that you can do.
Well, yeah, but isn't that because you guys got screwed so bad, getting everything in the beginning?
No. It's because that's the power of the PC, Dave. That's what you fail to understand.
So y'all are dirty hackers.
No.
Y'all are just hacking the game and doing whatever you want.
No.
I'm like playing that, I'm a purist, Brian. I'm a purist. I play the game for simple enjoyment.
Uh-huh.
You want to go and mod everything. It wasn't good enough for me. I got to make it even better to my specific modifications.
All right. You ready for a break, sir?
Yeah, sure. When we come back, I want to talk about Fallout because I want to know where you're at and how many hours of your life have you currently wasted in Fallout?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll match numbers.
All right. Cool.
All right. So this is the Week in Geek coming to you live from Spreaker. But we are normally on Fox Sports 1280 in the tubbyandcoos.com studio. So stay tuned. This is the Week in Geek.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Tubby and Coos, Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Wits Inn is an upscale neighborhood bar and pizza kitchen in the heart of Mid-City at 141 North Carrollton. Wits Inn is open 7 days a week and the kitchen is always open late. Make Wits Inn your home for sports. With 18 TVs, the NFL package, and the SEC channel, you'll never miss a game. Check out our food and drink specials like Thursday $5 pizzas and the Wit Maker at WITSINN.com. Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Think, drink, live, laugh.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back. Hey, Brian, did you want to take us back in?
Well, I haven't taken us back in ever since we've been on Fox Sports.
Really?
Really? Because you're in the booth controlling the board.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see, said the blind man. All right, so this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you from Spreaker.com and the TubbyandCoos.com studios. And I'm David D. Squared DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
All right, Brian. So we are going to compare Fallout numbers.
Okay.
What do you got?
Actually, it looks like you're beating me right now. The last save that I recall making last night was 24 hours and 9 minutes.
Okay, so I got you beat by 6 hours.
Yes.
Yes, 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 hours. Yeah.
30 hours and 30 and a half hours is what I'm at. So, all right. I mean, there's so much crap to do. It's Fallout. I mean, there's so much stuff to do. I'm stuck still really in Sanctuary, kind of just building up my area.
So you've been spending time building your
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I pretty much got that whole top left quadrant of the map cleared out for the most part.
Okay.
You know, so I haven't even gone to Diamond City yet. Have you gone there yet?
I have not. I'm trying to avoid it and check out a whole lot of stuff. Now, I did pick up the Vault Dweller's Guide, the collector's edition. It's the thick hardback book that just basically breaks down the whole game. It's
okay.
It covers everything. It breaks down.
It's not a Cheetah Baby book, is it?
It does.
You bought a Cheetah Baby book?
Will you let me finish?
You bought a Cheetah Baby book.
It is
Cheetah Baby book. Cheetah Baby book.
Will you let me speak?
But can I finish? All right, shutting up, sir.
So no, the thing is that when I picked up the one from New Vegas, the most important part for me was the appendices that had background and fluff on all the different factions. It had pictures and stuff. I used it as reference for my NCR costume.
Oh, okay.
It was really cool. None of that is in this book. I mean, yeah, it made me really sad.
Huh.
So it's all just
because like I keep hearing about the Triggermen use the submachine gun. I'm like, cool. Well, what do they look like? What about them? You know, but I'm assuming they're somewhere in Diamond City.
But now I did go and, you don't get a whole lot of explanation on how to do stuff, right? You're just kind of thrust into the game and you got to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this book does break down all of those elements. So I went right to the settlement section. How do settlements work?
Dude, I literally gave up for a while and just started just cruising the wasteland because I couldn't figure out how to get the beacon up. I built the generator. I built the beacon. I'm like, work, damn you, work.
Yeah.
And I got mad, and so because I'm like, how do you connect it? And then finally I just calmed down and I looked at it, and it said attach wire. I'm like, son of a biscuit.
Right.
So, if I'd have looked sooner.
Same thing happened to me. It wasn't very clear, and it does take copper resources to do that, too.
Yeah, dude, I'm burning through copper. And adhesive.
Yes.
Oh, my God. All right, here's a tip. I don't know if you know this yet.
All right.
Go into that whole area where they got the police station, where the paladin, what's his nuts is.
I have not been there.
Okay, well, when you go in that area, it's packed with ghouls. Just packed with ghouls.
All right.
And when you kill ghouls, they randomly have just they always have like a plastic fork and a baby rattle, just some random crap that a ghoul just has.
Right.
Well, every now and again, some of them have duct tape, or they'll have Wonder Glue, or they'll have military grade
duct tape.
Duct tape,
yeah.
So, and adhesive is like almost like hard to find in this game, and you use it in everything for crafting.
Yeah. No, I.
So I'm just saying, like, if you go around, it's I don't know what portion of town is that. Concord, maybe? No, it's what's the one beneath Concord heading towards Diamond City? Like Lexington. That's Lexington. Yeah. So Lexington is where there's a whole pack of ghouls. And one thing about this, you can clear a section, but they repopulate. The ghouls repopulate there. I don't know if is it when you die, or does it just over time regenerate?
I think in the open world, stuff will regenerate, but in buildings, it'll stay clear.
Yeah, when it says clear, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I've been doing, my little trick, is I'll go and clear an area out, run back to base, drop off all the weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back and pick up the junk that I passed over, and I can do it without any trouble.
I wish I wouldn't have created my character the way I did. I put pretty much the majority of my points in perception and intelligence and agility, and it screwed me.
Why?
Because I had like a 1 in charisma, which
That's
really,
bad.
I don't know what I was thinking. I'm going, well, I don't really want to talk to animals. I don't want to charm animals. Then I realized I need it because I was getting hosed by the traders, dude.
I'll bet.
I'm trying to trade in stuff that shows a value of like 150 caps, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll give you 10 caps for it." I'm like, "Screw you! You die!"
Yeah.
God. So now I got to spend points in that.
Right.
So I don't know. So any tips for the wandering wastelanders out there? That's my tip. Go if you need ghouls, drop random crap. But I've noticed that you since adhesive is a little hard to come by. The ghouls every now and again, and there's tons of them, and it's free experience.
Yeah,
because they're basically pretty easy to kill.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Did you clear out the? It was the satellite dish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they had Ak in there.
Yes. Yeah. the mini guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, brrr. Well, that's how I went through all my 10mm. What did I use it for?
Well, did you use it to kill the Deathclaw in Concord?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had gone there first. I'd gone to the satellite dish first.
Okay.
Have you been to the water treatment plant?
The water treatment plant. No, I haven't. That's the Mr. Handy's in the greenhouse thing there.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't been
there. So that'll be fun.
I'll bet
you'll enjoy that.
Now, I did go to
bring lots of bullets.
The what is it? Lucky Irish Shipyards.
I haven't been there. Where's that?
Oh, it's where is it? It's kind of to the east of.
So
Concord.
you must have gone kind of all the way to the top and then worked your way down or something.
Yes, I mean I've been kind of working the upper half of the map is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
which is actually a bad idea.
Really, because I started to cruise over to the other top half. But I've been kind of slowly eking my way down instead of going all the way over there.
Well, one of the things that I looked at, of course, the cheater book gives you a
cheater baby book,
right? It gives you a nice map, and I like having the map of the whole wasteland, right?
And so you can they tell you what stuff's where, or they give you the title of what it is.
It gives you the title of what it is, right? And so that's cool. But there was another map in the book that actually shows it looks like a weather map, right, or like a topographical map where it's color coded, and right around the vault and sanctuary is like blue, and then it kind of works into green, and then into like the yellows and oranges and reds, and that's the strength of creatures, right? And so it's like a circular kind of pattern.
Oh, I see. So you went all the way out there and you're bumping into red stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So
I've been kind of slowly kind of maybe making a circular kind of motion sweeping through there.
Yeah, so, but so one of the endearing parts about Fallout is just some of the whack job silliness that's in the game, especially when you get into like terminals and you read like log files and stuff. And the Lucky Irish shipyard thing has some of that going on. So bring some ammo there too.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Well, I'll tell you this much though. I've cleaned out a couple of raider bases.
Okay.
And your actions. I mean, you always know your actions have repercussions in the wastelands, but they actually. The raiders started logging my adventures against them. They were like, hey, I was trying to attack such and such, and they were already dead. That wastelander wiped them out. And I'm just like, yeah, that was me. Yeah. And now I'm reading your obituary, punk. So, yeah, because, I mean, and they gave me a hint that there's another group out there, so I can't wait to kill these guys and read their little memos. They're like, yay, all my competition's dead. Dear God, don't let them come here. And it'll probably be something exactly like that.
Yeah, I read some logs in the Beantown Brewery.
Yes, that's exactly the one I'm talking about. Yeah, because he was saying Red Tourette. He's like, yeah, and I sent some more men, and they were already dead. And he's like, I sure hope the Wastelander didn't take all their food. I'm like, yeah, I took it. Sorry.
Yeah. So now, do you have any more settlements past Sanctuary Hills?
Yeah, I got 10 Pines Bluff. What the other one? If you follow all the big, huge
Oberlin Station.
No.
That's near the Beantown Brewery.
No, okay, I haven't found that one.
Okay.
But there's another one that's a little farm, Abernathy Farms, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
So I've got both of those built up with antennas summoning people, and I've got everything built up. I've got them defended. They got beds, and they're, I still can't. I found some cows. I keep trying to bring them to Sanctuary Hills, and my automated gunners keep shooting my cows. I come back and my cows are lying dead in the river. I'm like, you stupid turret! So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do.
How do you get the cows to follow you?
They'll walk. If you say, hey, send them to Sanctuary Hill, they'll start walking that way.
Really?
But so I mean, yeah, you can ignore it and they'll probably make it there. But my sentry guns killed my cow.
That sucks.
I know. So I don't want to take my sentry guns down.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I haven't been attacked yet. But I built guns and put defenses up early because I'm like, this game is going to find a way to cornhole me.
So I have about 4 or 5 settlements right now that I've kind of allied with.
Okay.
And you will get a notification. Oberlin Station is under attack. Go help defend them. And
I didn't know that.
And then you fast travel over there.
Okay.
And then get your butt handed to you. Right.
Oh, nice.
Because I've participated in 2 raids.
Wow,
right,
I haven't been attacked at all.
Yeah, no. And the first one, the first one was funny because it was 10 Pines Bluff.
Okay.
Right, and I roll in the middle of 8 raiders.
Okay.
Right?
God.
One of them a legendary.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I've only bumped into one, and I blew his head off with a sniper rifle.
Well, not only that, but one of the other raiders had a missile launcher, and he was shooting me point blank range with.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it was very trippy, but no, I lucked out. There's all kind of legendary creatures, legendary rad roaches, legendary.
No, there was a legendary junkyard dog, and he killed me. And then I went back to go kill him. He was gone.
Was that a mutant dog?
No, it just said legendary. Legendary
attack mongrel or something.
Something, yeah, mongrel.
No, because there's a satellite array.
Okay.
That has, and I don't want to give you any spoilers, but it's got a bunch of super mutants.
Okay.
And I was following a quest line, and I roll up on it, and I'm like, let me get my sniper rifle and start picking these guys off. Well, as I'm picking them off, they're sending the cavalry out, and in 6.
Oh, those super mutant dogs? Yeah, those things are tough.
One of them was legendary, and it was just chomping my butt, man.
Oh my God, you really must have gone deep into the red zone.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, I haven't run into any problems of getting overwhelmed because I've jacked up. I got some badass weapons, man.
Cool.
So,
cool.
All right, man. Good Lord.
We
just kind of lost track. I know, huh? So, all right. Fallout 4, if you haven't gotten it, guys.
Oh, no, it's fantastic.
I get random texts from my brother, too. I got this one text from him. He goes, just cruising through the wasteland, listening to classical music and killing super mutants. And then later on he texts me. He goes, dude, I just played Space Invaders. So apparently Space Invaders is somewhere in one of the games.
Oh, yeah. Well, you played Red Menace, right?
No, I didn't play it.
Okay.
I started, but I was like, something was going on where I'd gotten the holotape or whatever the hell, and suddenly some dude was shooting me. So I'm like, eject to get out.
All right. One of the things, have you listened to Diamond City Radio?
Yes. No. Yeah, that's the one with the guy's like, hi.
It sounds like he's got a gun pointed to his head, right?
he's like, try some of my sponsors. And I'm just like, you know what? I want to get this guy and try to use his audio to make a commercial.
Oh, yeah.
Tubby and Goose, you might want to go there. 10% off of a book.
What was it? Our sponsor, Sal's, they've got meat.
And some of the songs are pretty groovy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm a little bit of a music snob, but some of the stuff, some of them, like, what is that? Gonna bongo in the Congo? The Congo. That one's groovy. I like that one.
That was in Fallout 3.
Was it?
Yeah, some of the songs that are in there from Fallout 3.
Oh,
definitely.
Okay. So we're gonna have to. You have to find that and send that to me, and we're gonna start putting that in some of our outros for the show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Some Fallout 4 music to take us to break. Speaking of which, we really should take one.
We should, yes.
And when we come back, we're going to do Top Nerd News, we promise, and then we're going to do This Week in Geek History. So stay tuned. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 and
Spreaker.
Stay tuned. Who's Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coo's is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coo's Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Wits Inn is an upscale neighborhood bar and pizza kitchen in the heart of Mid-City at 141 North Carrollton. Wits Inn is open 7 days a week and the kitchen is always open late. Make Wits Inn your home for sports. With 18 TVs, the NFL package, and the SEC channel, you'll never miss a game. Check out our food and drink specials like Thursday $5 pizzas and the Wit Maker at WITSINN.com. Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Think, drink, live, laugh.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
This is the Week in Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 with Brian Held and
Bruce Campbell.
You see, we haven't done that. You haven't used the fake names in a
You're
long
right.
time.
You're right. We'll do that when we get back.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So, all right, Brian, you want to do a little top nerd news action?
Yeah, I suppose we could do that. We got all kind of stuff to talk about.
All right, let's do it.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
All right, so what's topping us off, Brian?
So something that caused, I guess, a little bit of controversy on our page was the upcoming Zelda game. They're going to have a new character named Linkle.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It's like a female version of Link, and she's got dual crossbows, and it's just something they teased out, and there was just a lot of people who were like, "Oh, this is ridiculous," right? Like, are you kidding me?
Well, does Linkle self-identify as a female?
Don't even. No, we're not even going there. No. But yeah. Instead of a spin attack, she's got a fiery spin kick. And,
like Chun-Li?
I guess, maybe so. So, so the reveal was on the trailer for Hyrule Warriors Legends. So I don't know what it means.
I don't know. I don't keep up with Zelda anymore. It's a kid's game now.
A kid's game?
No, I'm teasing. But no, I mean the kids love Zelda. I mean, it's one of the more cosplayed characters around.
Well, your kid cosplays
exactly. And it's funny because he's like, "Oh, I love Legends of Zelda." Da, da, da. I'm like, what the hell do you know about Legends of Zelda? It's like you didn't grow up with this crap. He's like, "Well, I played it on my Wii U." I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
But kids are starting to like it. So hey, I guess they are trying to branch out and bring more. I mean, apparently, we as male gamers are becoming a smaller portion because women are outpacing us in the gaming.
And
so I guess the women are probably tired of just only playing dudes. They're like, hey, give me a chick. I want to play a chick.
I think it's great.
So yeah, I mean, So I mean, some old curmudgeons are probably like, you can't change my Zelda game.
Actually,
why so sad, Zelda? Because my name's not Zelda.
I got a rant. I got a rant for a second.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't put in Nerd Rage.
You didn't put in. No, just because there was an article about Fallout 4 and saying for the first time ever you can play a male or a female character in Fallout. You could have always played a female character in every version of Fallout, all the way back to the beginning, because I played them all.
Right.
Believe me. So anyway.
I mean, shoot. I mean, a lot of times you could barely even see yourself. I mean, I very rarely use the third person option in Fallout. I'm usually always first person.
Right.
Because I mean,
but there's different options, because you've got the Lady Killer and the Black Widow perks.
Yeah. Right. So I only change the way I look sometimes because I was wearing that stupid little fur hat to give me +1 perception and welding goggles as well.
Right.
And then I'm like, when I started having a conversation with somebody, I'm like, I look like a complete knob. Take those off.
That's funny.
All right, what's next?
So I saw something about Red Dwarf coming back. Did you see anything about that?
I am not up to date on a lot of stuff right now, Brian, because it's been a busy week working for iHeartMedia.
Right.
I do the morning show. I did do an interview. If you want to go to WRNO.com, I did a little blurb about Battlefront on the Jerry V Morning Show.
No, that's cool.
Morning news with Jerry V.
Yeah, last Friday the 13th just passed.
We shall never speak of that day again.
They started some filming for Red Dwarf Season 11. Right, so anyway, it should be pretty interesting. I looked on the reddwarf.co.uk page, and there's a whole series of tweets about the production and everything. It looks pretty cool.
Okay.
So,
by the way, Vive la France.
Vive la France.
So, all right, moving on.
All right, let's see.
Wait, the petition to bring Constantine back? It's so stupid. He's not coming back. He's not coming back. I mean, who are they petitioning? Who's the petition to?
All right, so
dear NBC, NBC ain't bringing him back. Maybe the CW might pick it up because it was a great, huge bump in the Arrow's ratings, but I don't know.
Well, we all know what happened to Firefly,
right?
So I checked it. The article actually stated it was nearing 50,000 signatures, but I checked it when I did these notes.
It was like
tonight.
almost 70,000.
It's 68,543. So. A lot of fans out there, but that doesn't seem to sway.
68,000 people are just like, I'm bored. Let me just put my name here because nothing's going to happen. That
you're
maybe
so cynical, Dave.
I am, but they might tie him in again.
Right.
But
hey, what do you know? So what do you know about this Arrow Flash crossover?
Well, it's not the first time they've done it, so it's not overly shocking to me. I am currently a couple of episodes behind on Flash and Arrow right now. But what I do know is that in the last Flash episode, like 2 episodes ago, at the end of the episode, Cisco was hitting on the coffee girl. She drops this name. It's freaking Hawk Girl.
Really?
So, yeah. And so she's like, oh, I'm new to Central City, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, this was totally not a plot device to have her meet, the Cisco. So they're all tying it in. Also in the same episode, the Atom, Palmer, was mysterious or suddenly revealed to be alive, which everyone friggin' knew because as soon as the Arrows episode ended last season,
right,
they teased Legends of Tomorrow showing the Atom.
Okay.
They screwed that one up, but it's going to be pretty cool because the Arrow Flash crossovers have always been, to date, have been really entertaining and fun.
Okay.
And I mean, I know you're hating on DC, but CW does a phenomenal job.
That's cool.
And the new Flash movie that will eventually come out,
Right.
I'm not hyped to see it because I really like the TV version of Flash.
No, honestly,
the big screen version can kiss my patukas.
Everything that I hear about the Flash, over the Arrow too, the Flash is really good television.
It's somebody was like, I think it's too comic booky. I'm like, I'm gonna punch you in the over
Right.
and over and over. It's like it's a freaking comic book show.
Right.
They're like, they keep bringing in superheroes and super enemies. It's like, because they. Oh!
Yeah, I know. All right, moving on.
Oh, don't get me started.
So they had an article pop up about Dungeons and Dragons in virtual reality. Did you see anything about that?
I did.
Did you watch the video?
I did not.
Okay. No, it's kind of interesting because there's a virtual board with a map and you can roll dice and you see them roll and stuff. But on the flip side, that stuff has already existed just without because they're actually wearing like the Oculus Rift type glasses, the VR goggles, so that you're in what appears to be like some kind of medieval inn, and you're sitting at a table, and there's the avatars of the other players there. So it's almost like you're all in the same space. So I could see that being kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whereas there's been applications that have been around for a long time where it's just an interface, and you're playing via like Skype or something like that.
Right.
And it's cool that exists. I mean, I know plenty of groups who've like with Katrina got spread across the whole country, and they still want to come together and play. And so it's a good vehicle. But it was interesting. It'll be cool to kind of follow up developments on this. So,
all right. So, last two things, I guess. Mystery Science Theater.
They are over $2 million on their Kickstarter.
So it's everybody's excited. Everybody wants to see it.
Yeah,
we should hit them up for an interview.
We should. That would be super cool.
And then I guess two more things. Lego extra padding. I stumbled across that on Twitter and then had to throw it up on Facebook because I could have used those, and I think I might actually have someone buy me those for Christmas because now that I have a 2-year-old running around again who keeps finding DJ's Legos and going, oh, cool, let me just throw it over my shoulder and forget about it. And then I find it in the morning,
with your feet.
Yes, exactly.
So, Lego extra padding slippers is what they are.
Go out and get them, people.
So, the last one.
Chewbacca.
Colbert you have to go watch the video. Oh my God. Okay. Colbert busts out Star Wars on excessive marketing. We talked about that weeks ago at this point with the grapes, and now he's on about CoverGirl Star Wars makeup. Really?
Right. The light side or the dark side of the end. The colors were like purple,
red.
Right. It wasn't like
only colors found in the Star Wars universe.
Right. Rhodium green. They should if they could have at least done that.
Yeah, but no, it was and the Star Wars eggs.
The eggs were the best. When he's like, "Will Luke choose the lights?" I guess like the first two eggs were like nice and detailed, and then it's like just an egg with a smiley face drawn on it. Not even like a yellow smiley, just two dots in a circle.
So, guys, all of these Top Nerd News articles are on our Facebook page. If you want to go ahead and scroll through all that, actually go to the page itself, and you can see all the different stuff that we posted.
When you take a break from Fallout 4 or Battlefront,
right?
I need to download Battlefront tonight before I go to bed.
I don't think I'm going to get to Battlefront anytime soon.
Well, I'm going to start playing it because look. As you and I both well know, Fallout 4 is a time-sucking game. It just sucks away your time.
It does.
I mean, in a great way.
There are no other games.
Well, but with Battleground, Battlefront, you can play it and take it and leave it because there's not a campaign mode. There's not, so I can just run in there, decompress by killing a bunch of dirty rebel scum,
right?
And then go back to clearing the wasteland of other dirty rebel scum.
Actually, I have a hard time with FPSs. Right? What separates, Call of Duty from Quake, from Unreal Tournament, from Battlefront, from Team Fortress 2? I mean, all of these are essentially brass tacks the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Call of Duty at least has a campaign mode. which I've enjoyed playing.
Right.
I mean, but like the multiplayer, I am kind of sort of dreading playing Battleground because I know I will get my buttocks handed to me on a platter by a bunch of 12-year-olds. It's going to happen.
Come to the PC, Dave.
Right.
Because
kids aren't smart enough to use PCs,
No,
Brian?
it's just,
What are
you
you,
know,
some sort of ageist, Brian?
I'm not an ageist, but there's an older audience on the PC.
Oh, so their reflexes are as dull and slow as mine?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
Bring on the geriatric warfare.
I'm telling you what, the reason that they don't bridge consoles to PCs as far as like the servers and stuff is PCs would own the snot out of some console gamers.
Oh, because they'd just be lagging? Well, hey,
No,
maybe it would give us an advantage because it would slow down the 12-year-olds' reflexes, and we old people could shoot them.
I just think that there's a higher degree of control with a keyboard and a mouse. And look, here's the thing. Look,
I'm rolling my eyes at you, Brian.
I'm an old school gamer, all right? I started out, I didn't own a PC as a kid, right? I had an Atari. I had an NES, an original NES, all right? I played with controllers, right?
Okay.
But the controllers nowadays with the joysticks and
See,
all that stuff is kinda crazy.
I refuse to play Mortal Kombat or any of the fighting games
Right.
on a console because it's not the same. I'm used to a joystick and 6 buttons. Playing Mortal Kombat with my thumbs is not not happening. So, all right, we are digressing. We should take a break.
We are going to take a break. When we come back, we got a little bit of community news.
Okay.
And then we'll do This Week in Geek History. Close it out.
That sounds like a blast, Brian. So, all right, this is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Stay tuned. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Wits Inn is an upscale neighborhood bar and pizza kitchen in the heart of Mid-City at 141 North Carrollton. Wits Inn is open 7 days a week and the kitchen is always open late. Make Wits Inn your home for sports. With 18 TVs, the NFL package, and the SEC channel, you'll never miss a game. Check out our food and drink specials like Thursday $5 pizzas and the Wit Maker at WITSINN.com. Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Think, drink, live, laugh.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Final round.
This is the Week in Geek.
Excellent.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Outstanding.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios.
Fight!
Here's David and Brian.
Finish him!
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Shang Tsung.
That's a good rejoinder, dude. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's why. I thought I might have put too many in there, but I was like, I want to put them all. I really just wanted to put them all. So since I don't have a boss, I'm like, screw it, I'm going to do it all.
There you go. So you are the boss, Dave.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me.
So, all right, community news. So,
yes.
First thing, actually, I didn't include it in the notes. I want to go ahead and mention it. Tuesday night, I was out at the Vampire Boutique on St. Anne in the French Quarter.
All fancified and dressed up.
I was. That was for the release of The Casket Girls by Elise Arden. Now, if you caught our Controversial Convention special, we interviewed her and Dawn Chartier together.
Correct.
And so her book's finally out. It was the absolute coolest book release that I've ever been to. Right?
Didn't y'all go like on a tour or something?
We did, right? They had is Kalela Smith. She is a tour guide down in the Quarter, and she took us on this little vampire tour. And I didn't realize the vampire lore that we have in this city.
Okay.
And it was following in the footsteps of the book. So it's
cool.
almost like backstory. So like now I'm really intrigued to kind of sit down and start digging into this book.
Did she give local celebrity Brian Held a free copy?
I did not get it. I paid for my copy just like everybody else.
Come on, you use the power of celebrity.
No.
Come join the dark side, Brian. Use
great,
your power for ill.
I listen to Uncle Ben. All right.
You make rice in under 5 minutes? What?
All right, moving on. So, excuse me. On November 21st and November 28th, from 10 to 4 p.m. at the Toys R Us on North Mall Drive out in Baton Rouge is going to be Rebel Legion Dagobah Base, the 501st Legion, and the Baton Rouge Red Stick Rebellion, and they're doing a Toys for Tots drive out there with the Marines.
Cool.
They do this. They've done it for the past 8 years, and to date have raised over $18,000 worth of donations of toys for needy kids. So, also, I forgot to mention the LA Ghostbusters are going to be out there as well. So, if you want to see any of those costume characters, Star Wars or the Ghostbusters, you can go out to the Toys R Us on North Mall Drive in Baton Rouge on the 21st and the 28th, and they'll be out there collecting toys. They'll take pictures with you, all that good stuff.
Who else was doing a Toys for Tot drive in town where you like it was something where you could build something for them? Oh,
we'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
get it posted to the page.
We'll figure that out later. Oh yeah. By the way, new Transformers cartoon series for adults is coming. You saw that?
I did.
That's on our Facebook page.
It is on our Facebook page.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. Okay. And last on our community news is you and I will be at a beer tasting event.
What?
At the Renaissance Festival up in Hammond this Sunday.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor?
What do you do? So
early in the morning.
So, guys, come on out to the Renaissance Festival. Dave and I will be running around. Are you going to be dressed up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, you should totally dress up.
I don't know. See, we're meeting some of our coworkers from iHeartMedia, and I mean, they all know we're the Week in Geek,
right?
But I don't know.
Would it be?
I have to face these people later,
like in the mornings, to represent our geeky sides by dressing up appropriately for the.
What if they laugh at me, Brian?
I don't care. They can laugh at me all
I don't
day
know.
long.
I hadn't really thought about it because I just figured beer tasting. We just kind of go there. I mean, I'm going to dress up when I go with the family and the kids and all that. I mean,
no, I will be dressed.
What are you wearing?
I'm probably going to wear my rent attire, my doublet and poofy shirt and.
All right, fine. I'll get dressed up.
Good, awesome. So, guys, come on out and see us this Sunday at the Renaissance Festival out in Hammond.
Hammond. It'd be nice if it was in Harahan. It'd be a short little jog. But, we're going to be there. The beer tasting is at 1, and I think it might be extra to drink the beer. But I don't know. Just come on out there.
Just come on out. It's larf.net.
LARF.
Yes, to find out more information about the event. It's a great time. I've gone every single year that event has been in existence. And I keep going back. It's that good.
Awesome sauce.
All right. Are you ready for This Week in Geek History?
I might be. And yes, now I am.
All right.
Okay. This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh, my gosh! This Week in Geek History is brought to you by The House of Shock. Find them on the web at houseofshock.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
So, we're still working through this new Spreaker application, and Dave forgot to add the sound effect for the flash ah. Do you got it?
I found it. Oh, ding!
Oh, yeah, that's your laptop.
Yes. So.
Oh, that's loud.
It was like a deer in headlights. I was suddenly just didn't know how to react.
Can you turn that down?
Yes, dear. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
Hey,
yes.
Turn down the main there, Skid Row.
Get off my lawn!
What is that? What is that from? Turn down the main, Skid Row. I think it was a comedian.
I honestly can't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see, does this work? It worked, Brian. Good news, everyone. All right, so I'm ready.
Real quick before check the chat. Did anybody chat now?
Oh, sorry.
No.
No, nobody likes us.
Okay. All right, that's fine. All right.
Yeah,
so
we didn't like you either.
All right. Are you ready?
We do. We love our listeners.
We do love our listeners. All right. You ready, sir?
No, because you made me go and look at the chat line.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm ready.
On November 16th, 2001, starring Richard Harris, Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson, it's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, come on.
And no parent's bank account was ever the same. Oh my God, man. Well, the Harry Potter experiences in Universal are really.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome.
I could have cared less about the rest of Universal Studios. I just wanted to stay in Harry Potter land.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I want to build a summer cottage. Right.
Yes. Do you want a summer cottage on the edge where you live year round, Dave?
Yes.
All right. Next on the list, November 17th, 2003. It's the Governor. Arnold Schwarzenegger assumes office as the 38th governor of California.
Wow. California.
Yeah. Well,
California.
I mean, they had Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, eventually, in Demolition Man, we're going to change the
law so he can be president.
Yes, the president.
Yep.
Fortunately, I think he's past his prime now. And since he had a baby with the maid,
what was that? That line, the Schwarzenegger Presidential Library.
yeah, from Demolition Man.
All right. Stuff. Next one is kind of rough.
Ready? Oh, God, yeah.
Is November 17th, 1978. Airing for the first and only time on CBS television.
Oh, God, I know where you're going with this.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yeah.
Look, it deserves a viewing at least once, right? You need to understand, all right, that there are worse things than Jar Jar Binks.
But we were in the desert, Brian. We wandered that desert for 40 years and 40 nights, whatever it was, waiting for something. And so it was like, hey, that wasn't it.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
Then Phantom Menace, we're like, yay, and that wasn't it either. So, dear God, please let this one be good.
I think it will.
I think this one's going to be freaking awesome.
Do you trust Kevin Smith? I trust Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I don't trust his wardrobe attire. He needs to lay off the moo-moos. Kevin, call me.
Yes.
What's next?
What's next?
Before I alienate any other potential guests.
Yeah, well, hey, no, he's good at that. He does that pretty well. November 19th, 2007. Amazon.com releases the first Kindle in the United States, and oddly enough, we still have books.
Yeah. I know. But do we have trees, Brian? Do we have trees? I don't know. A lot of people love. I can't stand the electronic books.
Really?
The ebooks. No, I can't stand them.
No, you know what I like?
I'm a purist, Brian.
No, so I like both. All right.
Yeah, well, I know.
But what I find awesome is that I use it on my phone all the time, my phablet. Right.
Yeah. God, I despise you sometimes.
I know. So No, but I can go and I can be at work and I take a break, step out for a minute, and I can read a few pages, and it will sync between devices, right? I can go home and exactly. And you can bookmark it. There's
that is fabulous.
It is. There's an incorporated dictionary. I mean, it's cool.
Well, I mean, my biggest thing was when it first came out and people were like, "Oh, dude, you got to try it." I mean, you couldn't read them. There was always some sort of issue. And I'm like, you know what? I all I need to read my book is a freaking candle, not huddled underneath the covers, making sure all the little blinds are drawn. No.
You're just averse to technology, Dave.
No, I'm using it right now. See, look. See, I know how to use technology.
Clearly.
Let's see how I can turn off your microphone. Up there. No, Brian. Yay! Sorry.
All right. So,
like a child.
You are like a child. All right, we're gonna skip one. November 20th, 2007. Rock Band is released for the PS3 and Xbox 360.
Are you doing that just to antagonize me?
You don't like that
I
game?
hate that game.
Why?
So stupid.
But
Skungy loves it, and I love Skungy. He's such an adorable little savant. But no, I hate that game.
Well, the reason that I like it is it's a good party type game, right? Because you can get 4 people playing at the same time, and you're all kind of doing this together. It's cool.
It's called a bar. It's called karaoke.
Yeah, no, because karaoke is one person, right? It's the person who's singing.
Yes, but you should all be watching me.
Oh, is that what it's about? All right.
No, nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Love me, Brian. Love me. I don't know. I just never liked it.
All right.
The musician in me was just like, this disgusts me. I mean, I was the lead singer of a real band.
No.
I mean, I guess I just find it offensive.
Well, and
I don't know why, because I tell you, most musicians I know are like, yeah, forget that.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, that's the thing is that I do know some musicians who try playing it around me or whatever, and they're like, I can't do this.
Yeah, well, yeah,
because it's not real, right? And on the flip side, there is that guitar game that will teach you how to play real guitar. So I think that's cool. But I mean, look, like I said, party type game, hanging out, having a few beers at somebody's house, and you're playing it. It's fun, and then you sing the songs that everybody knows, right?
Yes.
Whatever. All right. Next on the list, November 22nd, 2000. Starring Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and Robin Wright Penn, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. It's Unbreakable.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one good movie he's got, right?
No, I liked The Village.
Did you like The Village?
I did like The Village because I was not expecting her to jump over a fence and jump into a park ranger. I'm like, wow, mind blown.
No, that was pretty crazy.
And he did one other one that was no, that was about it. I think Signs was just good for random audio clips like I'm insane with anger.
What about Sixth Sense?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that one.
I mean, it's one of those. Like the other one was that stupid one, not the island, where everybody was in that apartment building. The lady in the water. God, was that a flaming turd?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't see that one.
Good. Don't.
All right, you ready for some birthdays?
Yes.
All right. You say it's your birthday. All right.
Let's never do that again.
November 16th, Harry Lennox, Commander Locke from The Matrix.
Remember that guy? Yeah. He was a tool, but he was.
Oh
no, he was the guy. Knuckle up. I did like him. Oh no, or was he the jerk?
He was the jerk.
He was the jerk.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, he wasn't the knuckle up guy.
I'm sticking with my first opinion.
All right, there you go. November 17th, Stephen Root. He played Milton on Office Space. It's my stapler.
Oh, yes. He's
right.
great. And yes. And no office was ever the same again.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm surprised.
I burned the building down.
Right.
I'm a burned the building down.
I'm surprised that the corporate environment where I work in, there are people there who have not seen this movie. And it's like, are you kidding me? Right?
That's insane.
Yeah. All right. November 18th, comic book writer and magician Alan Moore. Right? He wrote The Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
Among other things, Batman: The Killing Joke. He did.
I heard Miller's going to do the last installment of The Dark Knight, huh?
Yeah. I think I heard something about that.
It's a comic book. Nobody reads this.
Yeah. Get out. All right. Next on the list is on November 20th. It's Ming-Na. She was Chun-Li in Street Fighter, but she's also
like the movie with like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, I believe she was in that. But she's also Agent Melinda May in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, well,
yeah. Well, happy birthday to her, Dave.
Why would you bring up that movie Street Fighter?
Because
why
it's
would
in her film credits.
Yes. No, don't. No, she probably wants to forget that one too.
She was Camille Ray on Stargate Universe.
See, that one's at least tolerable.
All right, Dr. Jing Mai Deb Shen on
She
ER.
plays a lot of Asian people.
Apparently, because she's Asian, Dave. You're so ridiculous.
I am. Let's wrap up this show. I want to go home.
Okay, I got two more. November 22nd, the only American Python, Terry Gilliam. Happy birthday to him. Yes. And last on my list, November 22nd, Scarlett Johansson. The Black Widow, right?
Sure.
Jesus.
Did you see that new movie with her where she was like, could see the, was like she could alter time and she
yes,
became a computer at the end. It was so stupid. I
it-
went to go see it.
No, I
went and saw it in the theater.
I think I rented it on Amazon, and it was
and
horrible.
they wouldn't give me my money back. I was like,
it's bad because the whole movie was
The
built
on a bad
false
premise. Yeah, right.
So,
Because I use 99.99% of my brain.
I got
You
nothing.
got nothing on that.
I got
All right, guys, this has been another exciting installment of The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 and the TubbyandCoos.com studios and
Spreaker. Yes.
All right, do we need to say anything else?
Just, go give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/The Week in Geek.
For the love of God, follow us on Spreaker.
And Twitter.
No, but Spreaker, because we need to hit 100 followers.
We do need more followers on Spreaker,
So
most certainly.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, just hack your mom's account. She won't notice. Just give us an extra bump on the followers. So, all right, guys. So, till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.